Hey, welcome back to the Crabby Dice. Today we're looking at the expansion for Village called Village Inn. So this is going to be the setup rules and playthrough for the expansion, and just this expansion. I'm not going to play with the other expansion. Go to my other link below for the base game and other expansion links and videos and all that jazz. Before we start, please like, subscribe, comment on my videos. I moved my thoughts to the end of the video, but let's go right away and not waste time. Alright, welcome to the Village Inn setup. So there's just a couple of changes here. First, you have a brewery tile. I'm going to put it over here. Next, you're going to have your inn tile. You're going to replace the chronicle. And you replace those two graves, so they give you an anonymous grave tile and a new chronicle tile. Do like in the base game, cover up the player count you're not playing with. So in a 3-player game, I covered up the 4s and now the 5s, because this expansion adds a 5th player. Alright, you're going to have a deck of 30 villager cards. Make 3 equal stacks, should be 10 of each. I just approximated, it doesn't really matter. You're never going to reach the bottom. And then you flip over the top card of each stack. Alright. Next, they give you 4 new merchants or customer tiles. Just shuffle those into the deck. And we have our beer. So this is the newest part of the expansion. It includes beer. So give 1 to each player. And then put it next to the other goods. And lastly, we just have to set up our bag. So for the expansion, make sure to use the setup tile that has the beer on it. And you're going to set up like you did in the base game. Put these tokens into the bag to start it off and then fill up the board. Alright, every round you'll be putting those tokens into the bag and filling it up. Alright, that is the setup. Let's go to the rules. Alright, for the rules, there's not much to talk about. There's just the brewery here and then the inn. Okay, so let's tackle the brewery first because it's super simple. It just acts like every other crafting building. So you have an option to either spend 3 time to train somebody and then another 3 time to make 2 barrels every single time. Or you can spend 3 wheat to make 2 barrels, alright? So again, that's a yellow action, so pulling off a cube there will let you do that. Next, we're going to talk about the inn. Very simple. It's a brand new action space, just like the ones on the right over here. So to do this, you actually need to train an alcoholic, I guess it's called, because he's going to stay in the inn all game. So to do that, you need to spend 1 time to train him, and then it's a 1 time to get a card. All right. When you activate this part here, you always follow the same 2 steps. First, you're going to look at the deck of cards, pick one of the cards that are on the top of the deck, and put it beneath the deck and replace it with a new top card. After that, you pick the card you want to purchase by paying what's in the top right. So they're always going to be beer, and you're just going to see in the top right here that there's beer. Now there's 2 types of cards. There's ones with candles and ones that are blown out. The blown out ones are all end game scoring cards. So if you get this, just keep it on your player board area. You can turn it face down or face up, doesn't really matter, but these are all end game scoring things. Okay, now the candle ones here, these are during your turn. You can use the card by discarding it to activate the power at the bottom. Okay, so very important. These ones are a 1-time benefit. You get to activate and then you discard it into the discard pile. Alright, those are the 2 types of cards. Now the only extra rule you need to know is if you kill off a alcoholic, basically a member that was in the inn, these guys always go to the anonymous grave because, well, I guess alcoholics don't deserve to go into the chronicle. And those are the rules. Let's do a short playthrough. Alright, welcome to the Village Inn playthrough. So I'll try to make this quick. If you saw my other video with the regular playthrough, and we'll go through the rules. I'll try to do a lot of the brewery and inn actions because, well, they're fun and they're awesome and I love it. This expansion's amazing. Now, I'm going to be first player. So I'm going to go first. So what do I want to do? Guess what? I'm going to go to the brewery or the inn. Why? Because it's awesome. So what you need to do is train somebody or get an alcoholic in your family into the inn first. So that's going to cost 1 time. There you go. That's 1 time. Where did my token go? Starts here, so I gain 1 time. And then it costs me 1 time to get a card. Alright. Now, whenever you do that, what you do first is you take any card on the top of any stack and put it underneath the deck. Alright, because I only have 1 beer, I'm going to get rid of one of these 2 beers because right now the only choice I have is this one, which is pretty terrible. Well, not terrible, I like that card actually. So this one's going to go underneath the deck. Flip over to the next one. Oh, it's 1. So I have a choice between these two cards. Let's look at the anatomy of a card. I gotta remember the order. So here they both cost 1 beer, which is what you start with at the start of the game. And this one is gonna allow you to get 5 coins if you spend 2 wheat. Or this one just lets you put out a token on the board, which is insane. I think I'm gonna keep this one. I guess I might be doing some traveling this game because this card's pretty good. So I'm gonna take this card by discarding a beer, and it goes in my play area here. And I can use it at any time, so I might as well wait. And then this card gets replenished. And just like that, that was my turn. So let's go to blue. I guess we'll all do our turns now in regular regular intervals. So what does blue want to do? Oh, I forgot to take my token, of course. I was so excited to do the in action, I forgot to activate the in by taking a cube. So I'm going to take a pink one because I'm going to need it for traveling later. And there you go. So now it's blue's turn. And I think what blue's going to do, looking at the board, he can go either here or get a new family member. I think he's going to go get a new family member. So just like in my other playthrough, maybe blue's going to get a lot of greens so he can do the council chamber action. So we'll give him that. Now we're going to go yellow. Yellow, I don't know what plan he's going to try to do. Maybe he's going to be the merchant guy to try to get a lot of goods. Sure, let's do that. So he's going to activate this. He's going to grab an orange one. And he's going to train somebody in Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. Where should he land? I think he's going to go here for oxes and horses. At the start of the game, it's pretty good. It's going to let you get a lot of wheat if you end up with a plow later. So he's going to spend 6 time, which is crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's going to give him, let's give him an ox to start the game. There you go. Alright, back to me. So what do I want to do? I want to keep going to the inn. So for that, I need somebody to make my beer. Actually, before I do that, I want a level 2 guy to make my beer so you can stay there all game just making me beer. So I'm going to pull one of these and I'm going to get a new worker. So that's going to be my first number 2. Gen 2. There you go. Alright. Back to blue. So now blue. Blue forgot to take their number 2 guy. Whoops. I'm all over the place. Alright, so the thing what blue's gonna do is he's got 1 green cube. He can go get another green cube here, and I think that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna grab a green cube here to do a crafting action, and just like in my other game before, he's gonna go into the scroll making shop here, and he's gonna spend 4 time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's gonna get a scroll. Boom, just like that. Next we're gonna go to yellow. Yellow's looking at the board. He doesn't really want to get shut out of getting a new member to his family, so I think he's gonna do that. So remember, black cubes don't go into your player area. They go back in the bag. I'll leave them there for now. So he's gonna gain 2 time for that. And then he's gonna grab one of his number 2s. And add it to his board. Okay. Next, I think I'm going to. Do I make that guy now, or do I make something else? I think I'm gonna need some wheat this game, or maybe I can get some wagons so I can travel. I think I'm gonna get both of these spots right there. That would be excellent. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start off by getting a brewer. So I'm gonna do this action here. So I'm gonna pull off my second. Actually, you know what? There's plenty of pinks around. I think I'm gonna take a brown. Yeah, I'll take a brown. There you go. I'll take a brown, and that'll let me train somebody. I think I'm gonna put a level 1 in the brewery, because if he dies, it's not that much. Actually, wait, no, it's 3 and 3. Wait, never mind. I'll put my number 1 up there. I'm gonna put my number 2 here, and that's gonna cost me 6 time. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I almost got to kill somebody already. But that's going to give me 2 beer. That's already. Alright. Next, we're going to go to blue. I think what blue's going to do is he's going to go 1 turn here for sure. But I know he does not work because nobody has a scroll or 2 greens yet. So he's not forced to go there right now. There's only 1 cube here in the inn. And I think he wants to get there before yellow does. So what he's going to do, he's going to pull off here the brown. He's going to put a level 1 down here. He's going to pay 2 time. And now he's going to do the same thing. So he's going to take the top card of a deck, put it underneath, flip over the top one. Boom. And he has a choice between all these 3. What does this one do? I have no idea. Oh, I think he gets to move his time marker anywhere he wants on his board. And he'll get 2 points for that. I think he's going to get this one, which I think allows him to do a wild action. And it gives him 3 points. But because it's an activation, I'll give it to him and I'll read it in the rules between turns. Just to make sure. And then we'll flip over. Oh, that costed him 1 beer. Can't forget. Pay his beer. Gotta pay your beer. Alright, next is yellow. Well, yellow's out of luck. Can't do this action. Sort of sucks for me too because I got beer so I can do that action. But no, I can't. So yellow's looking around. And I think what yellow wants to do is maybe get a plow. Man, he's going to spend a lot of guys getting plows. And alright, so let him do that. So he's going to take a pink. He's going to get a plow. He's going to put another number 1. So it's going to cost him 6 again. And he crossed the line, so he's going to have to kill somebody. So he's going to kill off a farmer. He's going to go over there. But he gets a plow. There you go. Done. Now it's my turn. I think I'm going to do a crafting action before they all disappear. That's for sure. So I'll take an orange. And I think I'm going to go create wagons. But what I'm going to do... Well, I only have number 1s left. Okay, well, no choice. Put my number 1. That's going to cost me 4 time. So I crossed the line here. So I'm going to give myself my wagon. But I have to kill off somebody, so I'll kill off one of my farmers. It's gonna go in the chronicle. Right over there. Yeah, so I trained a guy there and a guy there. Unfortunately, I should have been looking at what the customers want. Do any of them want beer? No. Do any of them want wagons? Well, that one is 6 points for a wagon and an ox, which isn't bad. Anyway, I'll get to that later. So blue's turn next. I think blue's gonna send the guy off. He doesn't want to do any of these actions. I think he's gonna do what he originally wanted to do. He's gonna send the guy off here, so he's gonna do this action. He's gonna take a orange to do this action, and for this he's gonna give up his scroll. Does anyone need a scroll up there? Actually, wait. He's actually gonna give up his 2 greens instead, because he might need a scroll for later. So he'll give up these 2. He's gonna move up, and that's gonna cost him 1 time. He's gonna move up 1. He gets the ring, which means he's first player next turn, which is great. And then now we go to yellow. So yellow's gonna do something I think obvious. He's gonna go here to gain 4 wheat. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and it's my go. I mean, there's no great option here. I can't even sell to any of those guys, so I'm not going to do that. I could technically travel, but I don't want to do that right now, I don't think. I think I'm going to go get some wheat before this disappears. So I'm going to take the green one. I'm going to get 2 wheat, because I don't have any plows. Show you where that goes. It goes right over here. And then it's blue. So blue, what does blue want to do? Um, Blue could actually move again, which wouldn't be so bad. But he can save his tokens for next round. He doesn't have any goods to sell either. Sure, he's gonna do this. He's gonna activate the crafting to create another scroll. So for next movement, he can just move again. So he'll take this. That's 2 time. It's gonna cost him 2 time, and that'll mean somebody dies. He's gonna take a farmer. Put it in the chronicle. Like that. Yellow's gonna go. Yellow. Yeah, could yellow sell to anything? He can sell to the green guy. He doesn't have that. He could get a... I mean... At this point, I guess he'll take a brown cube from here. He's gonna use the brown cube. And he's gonna send one of his workers into the bag. So he's gonna take this guy and send it to the bag, which is up there. Whoops. Which is over there. I'll deal with the mass in a little bit. Back to me. Oh, I really need another family member. That would be fantastic. Now I have a choice. I can either go travel, which is sort of what I wanted to do, or I can go to the mass. I can't do both because I only have 1 family member left. The rest are on the board. So next turn I'm gonna have to race to get a family member, so I can do anything, I guess. Which one should I do? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Do I add it to the... I don't really want to use my coins to take them out of the bag, so I guess I'll do travel action. So, although they're not gonna do travel action, so that's a useless activity for them. Doesn't matter. Okay, I'm gonna do a travel action. I'm gonna take a pink. I'm actually gonna pay 2 pink. And the wagon. And 2 time. And that's it. Take my number 1 dude who starts here, and I paid this. He's gonna go visit this town here. So that's gonna give me 3 points. I'm on the board. Let's put my wagon back. And I get to put a token on. Yay! So now I'm gonna need 2 brown and a pink to go there, or 2 orange to go into the middle. Alright, so next is blue. What does blue want to do? Looking at the board. Blue, I think, is wanting to go here. So I think that's what blue is gonna do. So he's gonna do this. He's gonna get rid of his scroll. And he's gonna move up. And he gets to take any 2 cubes that he wants. I think he's gonna grab a couple of greens. Why not? Alright, then it's yellow, 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 yellow. So yellow doesn't really want to do any of these options. So he's gonna do this one so he can sell green. So he's gonna take this. So he's got the first selling opportunity, so he's gonna get rid of 3 green to get this one. Now we all have a chance to sell as well, but nobody has any goods, so everything's just gonna shift over. The way it works is after he does his free sell, everyone has the opportunity to pay 1 green and 1 time to sell, but nobody had any of those items, so it doesn't really matter. And we slide everything over and replace the last tile, which is 2 scrolls, which is good for blue. Alright, so now we go to yellow. No, that was yellow's turn. Now we go to me. Did I skip somebody's turn? I think I did. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I can't do that action. I don't want to do that action. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab a cube. Actually, I can go get wheat. I already did get wheat, so I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to grab an orange cube. And And that's it. So there is one extra cube that I forgot to remove, so after they do their turn, because the first batch it's always even, that you're always gonna have the same number of turns, so after they do their turn I'll just remove the last cube that I forgot. I'll take this and I won't activate the action, so that's something you can do that I forgot to mention. The rules, the original rules, is you can just take a cube and forego the action. I think Blue's gonna do the same thing. He doesn't want to add a person to the bag, so he's just gonna take the, actually, you know what, yeah, he'll add somebody to the bag, why not? He's gonna add a level Generation 2 priest into the bag. He's gonna take this and he'll pay a brown cube for that. Just to add them to the bag. Alright, then yellow's gonna go and he's gonna get 4 more grain, so he's gonna take this, that's 2 times, but that'll fill up his grain. Alright, so there you go. So we're done. This is probably something I forgot to remove during the game. And there you go. So now we'll do the mass. So just as a reminder of how mass works, is you add all the tokens into all the player pieces in here that went to the mass, including the 4 black ones. And at the start, everyone has an opportunity to pay $1 to make sure their guy comes out. I think Blue's going to do that for sure because it is a level 2, so he wants it to come out. So he'll pay his $1, but Yellow will forego it. So Blue paid, so his guy comes out. And now we're going to take 3 other random ones from the bag. Let's see. Is Yellow going to get lucky? 1, 2, 3, go. And he does. The blacks go back into the bag. Get ready for the next turn. And there you go. So now they can pay grain to move up their guy. Blue doesn't have grain. Yellow will obviously pay. He's going to pay 1 grain to move his guy to the next window. And now we score. Yellow has the tied for the most, and his guy is to the most to the left, so he's going to get 2 points. Boom. There you go. So that was a round. I'm just going to refill, and I'll be back. Alright, welcome to turn 2. So what you missed is I just moved first player to Blue because they had the ring. There you go. So Blue's going to go first. Very simple turn. I think he's going to go grab a, does he want pink or brown? I think he's going to grab pink. And that'll get another level Generation 2 guy, which he ran out of guys. Yellow's going to go next. I think Yellow's going to focus a lot on selling to customers, so he's going to activate a cube here. I think he's going to grab a... He's going to grab an orange so that he can make another ox, which is going to cost him 3 times. Get another ox, because a lot of them need oxes up there, so if you can get a parchment or a wagon there, you can get 5 or 6 points, and if you can do them both, that's 11 points right there, which is pretty high. So my turn, pretty simple, just do this to get my next level 2. Boom. And it's gonna be Blue. What does Blue want to do this game? He doesn't have beer. You can go get parchment again. There's a lot of parchment guys up there. There's a double parchment coming. He could use it to move up on his spot up here and then get a free good of his choice. Yeah, so he'll do that. He'll activate here. I think he's gonna grab an orange one. Actually a pink one, because he already has 2, so maybe he'll do a well action later. To create a parchment or a scroll, whatever it's called. It's gonna cost him 2 times. And then he'll keep this. Yellow's gonna go. I think Yellow's just gonna keep pounding away at this crafting section here. I think he's gonna take a green one. And but what he's gonna do is he's gonna turn in an orange and a pink. He doesn't really want to train somebody there. He's gonna turn in an orange and a pink. He's gonna get a wagon. Alright, back to me. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I can go get more beer. I can go get another wagon. I think I'm gonna go activate the alcoholic Indian. Why not? So I take one of these 2. I'm gonna take the orange one. Might as well. Actually, wait. Actually. Yeah, I'll take an orange one because then I can go up there and then cross back this way. Although ideally I would get brown so I can go that way. Actually, wait. That brings up a good point. 1 second. I do need brown. No, I don't need brown. I need a pink. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'll take orange. In the end, I just ended up with the same. So I pay one time, or I use one time, whatever it's called. So I take one of these cards and put it underneath the deck. Not really a fan of this card, the Miller. Let's put him underneath the deck. Let's flip him over. It's not gonna afford anything because I got so many barrels of beer. Alright, so this one is at the end of the game. For each orange cube you have at the end, you'll get points. Although if you have more than 4, you get nothing for it, so you need exactly 3 at the end of the game to get 6 points. This one is something I'm working on anyway, which is if you for each of those 3 cities that you visit, you'll get 2 points for each. So this can score you 6 points. And this one, I'm not really a big fan of this card. It just allows you to move your time marker either to the beginning or to the end or anywhere you want, but you get 2 points out of it. So I guess I'll take this one since I'm working on it. But the thing is, this one's expensive. It's 2. Yeah, sure, why not? So I'm gonna pay my 2 beer for this. This is an endgame card, so I'm just gonna hide it down over here, just as a reminder. Let's just toss everything over. There you go. Alright, that was my turn. So back to blue. Blue wants to move up, and I think that's what he's gonna do. So he's gonna take this token here. He's gonna move up. It's gonna cost him 2 times. And his scroll. So now he gets to take any token he wants. So, haha. So he's looking at what's up there. Oh boy. Since he doesn't have anything anyway, and he generates scrolls. Oh. I think he's gonna go get a horse, because there's some horses coming up. So he's gonna get a horse. Maybe he can get a plow later and actually get a lot of grain. We'll see. No, you know what? He's gonna get an ox. Ox are better to get green. Alright, next is yellow. So yellow has a number 2, so he can actually send him off to do work somewhere. So yellow's just looking at the requirements up there. So there's an ox and a wagon, which he has. If he had another plow, he can do 2 cells and get both of those tokens. So I think that's what he's gonna do. He's going to activate another crafting action, which is insane. He's going to get the green one this time. He's going to get a plow for 3 times. He's going to get a plow. And unfortunately he crossed the bridge, so he's got to kill somebody off. So he's got to take a number 1, so he's either going to kill one of these 2 or the guy in the church. And I think what he's going to do is, because he has enough plows I think for now, he's going to kill this guy off. He's going to go into the yellow section. There you go. Next is me. Alright, what do I want to do? I think I'm going to go get more wagons so I can go travel. So, I'm going to go take a orange. I got so many orange, I should have taken that orange card. Oops, I forgot to flip this over. And I'm going to create a wagon, so that's 2 times. And I'll get a wagon. Alright, blue. So we're moving quite fast here, it's pretty good. So blue has a number 2. What does blue want to do? I think what blue's going to do is he's going to activate this again. So he's going to take 2 times. It's not a token he needs, but he wants to reactivate this, which means he gets a token of his choice. He's going to take a plow. So now that he has an ox and a plow, he'll be able to get 4 grain later. I'll just put this back in the bag later. Alright. Then it's yellow. I think yellow is going to activate the customers before somebody else gets more resources, because he wants to be assured to sell as much as possible. So he's going to activate this. He's going to take 2 time. 2. Alright, so he gets the first sell. So I think the first thing he's going to do is, before it disappears, he's going to give up a plow. He's going to take the 2 points. Right. Now I can't do any of those, so I pass. Blue's gonna look at his board and he can't do any, so he passes. But yellow can sell again, so he's gonna give up green. and a time. He's gonna give up a wagon and an ox. Take the first token again. So there you go. He just made 8 points this round. Just like that. So we all pass now, so everything shifts over. Gotta refill my 2 tokens. A horse and a horse and a horse and a horse. So a lot of horses are coming up. So that was yellow. So back to me. I got no beer. I do have my wagon though. Problem is, if I make a beer now, I'm gonna have to kill somebody off. So I'd rather make another wagon, and then when I make beer, although there won't be enough tokens in there, no. Or I can just activate this, so I can get my another family member. And if somebody dies, then I'll just put him in the farm area there. Oh no, I won't be. It will have to be a number 1. No. All right, I'll do it anyway. I'm gonna do this. Ah, man, I don't want to do that actually. Never mind. Never mind. Alright, I have a plan. I'm going to do this. I'm going to take this, so I do a crafting action. I'm going to build another wagon. So that's going to be 2 time plus 2 times, so that's 4 time in total. There you go. So I cross the bridge, but I make myself a wagon. And I got to kill somebody off. I'll kill my wagon maker. He's going to go in the yellow section. There you go. So now it's going to be blue. Blue's gonna do what he wanted to do before. He's gonna grab an orange one here. So that's gonna give him 4 grain. There we go. Now we're gonna go to yellow. Yellow has a ton of grain, so he doesn't want to get grain. Yellow doesn't want to do that action. He doesn't have a wagon. He can send more guys into the bag. I mean, he hasn't visited the inn yet. But he has a number 2. So he's got to decide. Does he go to the inn to waste his beer? But then that meeple that he has is going to be stuck at the inn. And he won't be able to send the guy into the church. So what does he do? So I think what he's going to do is... Tough decision. I think he's going to send him to the church. Why not? So he take this. He's going to take this. He's going to give up a brown. He's gonna add this to the bag. Alright, so back to me. What do I want to do? I think I'm gonna go get grain before this appears, and then I'm gonna go travel after. So I'll get the pink. I'm gonna do a grain, so I only get 2, unfortunately. So it's my 2. Now it's blue. Blue. I think blue wants to fight yellow in the church. So blue's gonna take this. He's gonna dump his 2. He's gonna pay for it with a brown. He's gonna add this to the bag. Now they both have a lot of grain and a lot of guys in the church, so they'll be able to move their guys up. And lastly, yellow. For second last action. Well, he's kind of screwed. So what he's going to do is he's just going to take this token and forego the action because he can't really do anything. Although he could get another family member if he wants. Sure, let him do that. He's going to spend 2 time. He's going to take another number 2. There you go. Back to me. And I think I'm going to do my travel action. So I'm going to take this. Oops. Do my travel action. So I want to move up there to get a coin. That's going to cost me a pink and 2 brown. And of course a wagon. And 2 time. And I'll put my token out there. That one's going to give me a coin. There you go. Got a coin. Alright, so next it's blue for their next action. I think blue is going to actually do a well action. Alright, they're going to turn in 3 pink. Sorry, 3 green. Yeah, they're going to spend 3 green. Yeah, I think that's what they're going to do. They spend 3 green to do a crafting action. And what they're going to do, because they need coins. Let's see, is there any other way for them to get coins? Just looking at the board. Because they really want to get those guys out of the bag here. Or maybe he can just take a chance. You know what? He's gonna pay 3 to get a family. Oh man. Yeah, because then if he does this, he can put another guy in the bag. Okay, he's gonna pay 3 to get a family member. So he's gonna get another number 2. Now it's yellow's turn. Yellow doesn't want to do any of these actions. I think yellow's just gonna take this to get 1 green. There you go. He's out of cubes anyway, so doesn't really have a choice. Then back to me. Oh man, I wish I had beer. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spend 3 tokens. I'm gonna spend 3 to do a well action myself. Alright. A little expensive, but I have a plan. So I'm gonna do a well action, which allows me to do a crafting action. I'm gonna make more beer. So I'm gonna spend 3 time. And that's gonna allow me to get 2 beer. There you go. Alright, we'll go to blue. And blue is going to actually take this token, so 2 time. And add his other number. Oh man, does he want to do it? Yeah, he's gonna do it. He's gonna add his other number 2 into the bag. So he's got so many guys. His church is gonna be full of his guys. Alright. There you go. Then it's yellow's turn. So if yellow takes that one or that one, oh actually no, you can take this one from me. It's kind of screw me over because I don't want to really do that action either. So he's just gonna take this and forego the action. Actually, he's got a number 2. Okay, he won't forego the action. He's got a plan. He's gonna do this. Take this. He's gonna put his level 2 guy in here. He's gonna pay 2 time. And then he gets to flip a card over. He doesn't really like this card, so he's gonna flip it over. Actually, that card's not bad. Wait, 1 sec. He's gonna go flip this one over. Priest. This won't allow him to travel for free, but he doesn't really care about traveling. He's gonna take this card. He pays 1 beer. This one's gonna give him 2 points. I'll just give him the points now so I don't forget. He's gonna pay his beer. And there you go. And then I get the last action, but my last action is that, can I actually move my guy? Do I have 2 brown? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, this is gonna be a crazy move. Alright, so it's my go. I'm gonna do this action. So I'm gonna activate it. Alright, so that's gonna cost me 2 time. So let's take care of that first. Now, what I'm gonna do before I do my action is I'm actually gonna use up this card. And this allows me to put a token on the board. Alright, so I'm gonna take one of my tokens and put it on the board. And what I'm going to do is go in the top right section up there. And that allows me also to get the benefit from it, which is 2 cubes. Alright, I get to discard this into the discard pile. So the 2 cubes I want is because I need 2 orange and a brown to go this way, which I already have anyway. I just realized it. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to take 2 cubes and I'm going to take, let's just take 2 oranges. No, I'm gonna take 2 browns. The reason I'm taking 2 browns is my next travel, when I start again, I'm gonna have to go upwards then. So I'm gonna take these 2. And now I'm gonna pay 1 brown and 2, because now I'm actually performing the action. So I'm gonna actually give up 1 brown and 2 orange. Boom. Actually, you know what? Instead of 2 brown, I'll take a brown and an orange. It's good to have one of everything. So I'm gonna pay this and a wagon. And 2 more time. So I gotta kill somebody. But more importantly, I get to travel to the middle here, which allows me to put another token out. Look at that, I've almost completely filled up the board. And now I gotta kill somebody. So I think what I'm gonna do is I only have 2 choices. I can either kill my alcoholic, which I will never do. He's gonna be the last guy to die. So I'm actually gonna kill that travel guy. And he's gonna go on the chronicle board on the green section up here. Alright. Yeah, those are my only 2 choices. My next guy to die has to be him because he's my last number 1. Alright. And that's going to give me 2 cubes as a reward. Which I'm going to take a brown and a pink. So that was pretty good. Good combo. Yeah, so that's the end of the round. Also, I did screw up the first round. There's in this expansion an extra cube that gets placed at the beginning of the round, so the first player is technically going to get an extra action for that round. All right, so anyway, we're done. So let me go to the mass. There you go. Let's jumble this all together. So who's going to pay a coin? I don't think either of them are going to pay a coin. So let's take a chance. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that 4? Oh my god. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Who's gonna get lucky? Who's gonna get lucky? Boom. Yellow gets lucky. So this goes back in the bag. Alright, so now they have the opportunity to move their guys to the left. I think orange is gonna move 3. So to move this guy to the front here. And blue just has extra wheat, so he's gonna pay 3 as well. There you go. Done. Alright, there's a mass. I'm just gonna fill up and I'll be right back. Alright, so I actually forgot to give yellow his points for having the most guys in the church. And I filled it up. Blue's still first player because nobody took the ring last round, and we're ready to go. So I think to start off, everyone's gonna dive in for this stuff. I think what blue wants to do is get an orange cube to get another. Actually, blue's on his number 3s already. That's pretty good. Next, yellow doesn't have anybody, so he's gonna go grab. There's a ton of green, so he's gonna grab brown. He's gonna take his last number 2. Then I'm gonna go. I'll take with green. And I'm gonna take my last number 2 as well. Okay, so back to blue. What does blue want to do? Does blue need goods? What does blue want to do? What does blue want to do? What is his plan? He has a ton of. He can get grain. He has a ton of stuff there. He can start doing some traveling. He can go get some beer with the number 3 guy. Oh, well, that guy's gonna die soon, and so is that guy. So, I think what blue's gonna do. He has a ton of guys in the church already. He's not gonna do that. That's silly. So he's gonna do a crafting action for sure. I think he's gonna go grab another green token. And what he's gonna do is create a scroll for 2. Yeah. Because now he crossed the line, so he's gonna get a scroll. And guess what? He's gonna kill him, so he goes in the chronicle in the yellow section. Boom. Which sucks for my guys, because now if they die, these guys die, they go into the anonymous grave because both their slots are just full. Well, these guys go into the anonymous grave anyway, but that's how it is. So yellow's gonna go next. I think yellow's looking at. Oh, that sucks for yellow too, because they were about any time that they use, they're about to cross the line, and they would have killed him. So now he's gonna go into the anonymous grave. So he's gonna look at what people want. They want a lot of scrolls up there. So I think what he's gonna do is get some scrolls Might as well. He's gonna do this. And he's gonna activate this for 4 times. He's gonna put his number 2 in here to get a scroll. Unfortunately though, that's gonna cause a guy to die. So this guy's actually gonna go in the anonymous grave. Boo hoo hoo. Alright, so now back to me. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here. So I'm gonna do this so I can be first player. I hate going last in this game. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put my number 2. And it's gonna cost me 2 greens. So that'll cost me 1 time. But I get the ring. I'll be first player next turn. Yay! So back up to blue. I'll start skipping their turns and I'll come back for my turn. Alright, so blue went to get green and yellow got another scroll. So my turn is going to be pretty easy. I think I'm going to go use my alcoholic here. So I'm going to take a green to do this. That's going to cost me only 1 time. And I get to do that thing, putting a card underneath. I'm going to put this card underneath. Flip it over. What is it? Oh, it's the green guy. For all the green cubes, you'll get points. Not a great card for me. I think I'm going to get this card. And that's going to cost me 1 beer. Put my beer back. And this card, what it allows you to do is you actually get 2 points and you get to perform an extra action by pulling out the cube. Which, should I do it right now? Because I can actually, let me see what this card is. I can actually do the in again and get another card as my extra action. So it's as if I just scored 2 points by spending a barrel. None of these are great either. Although this one's not bad. This one will allow me to do 1 travel without having to pay anything, which is actually really good. Because then in the end I would only need 1 extra wagon and I won't have to need a wagon maker. Sure, so let me do that. I'm going to use up this card right away, so it's going to give me 2 points. Boom. Discard it. And I get to do that card thing. So let me flip this to the bottom. Flip it over, maybe something else came out. And what does this card do? It costs a coin, but you get to take another card off the deck and it's 2 points. Let me just double check it, I'll be right back. Alright, never mind, I'm going to take this guy here. This girl is pretty good, she allows you to take any card you want, but he's more important to me right now. It's going to cost me my last beer. I'm going to go here. It says I'm going to keep this card. And there you go, that was my turn. Flip over this card. I'll be back. Alright, blue got some beer by paying the wheat. And actually yellow just went to go get some wheat from his farm. Now, what I'm going to do something pretty cool. I need a wagon. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to spend, unfortunately, wait, let me see. There's something else I wanted to do. Actually, before I do that, good point. I'm going to activate this section here. I'll do it next turn. So I'm going to do this, take a green, then I'll spend 2 green to move him. So it's going to cost me 2 times. Done, and I get any 2 color cubes that I want. I think I'm going to take 2 more greens so then I in the future can go here. Or do I take a orange? No, I need an orange. There's a lot of greens on the board, so I'll take an orange and a pink actually. You know what? I'll take an orange and a green. How about that? There you go. So blue is next. You know what? Let me do everyone's turn now. I think what blue's gonna do is they're gonna activate the market action. So they're gonna spend 2 times. Now, he has the first sale. So I think what he's gonna do is he's gonna give up an ox and a scroll. Let's get the 5-pointer here. Then yellow can go and he's gonna sell to, fortunately that's the one he wanted to sell to, so he's gonna sell to the next highest one which is he needs 1 green and 1 time, and a scroll and a plow. I'll take this one. Then I will pass because I don't have anything. It's gonna go back up to blue, and blue's gonna pay a green and a time. It's gonna give up 1 wheat and 1 beer to get this one. And nobody has a wagon, so we're all gonna pass. This is all gonna shift over. So we need 3 more. Yeah, there you go. I think what's gonna happen though. No, that's fine. Then yellow's gonna go. Nothing great for yellow. Yellow needs another family member, but they're gone. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna spend 3 orange to do a family gather action or baby making action. So he's gonna get that. And then back to me, I'm gonna do this action here. I'm gonna take 2 time. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna get that wagon that I need. So I'm gonna spend an orange and a pink to get myself a wagon. Now I'm back up to blue. Blue's gonna grab this so he can get some wheat. Give him 2 wheat because he got rid of his ox. Yellow's gonna go. Alright, yellow's gonna keep dumping guys into the bag. So he's gonna take this. He's gonna put his number 3. He's gonna get rid of a brown. He's gonna put his number 3 into the bag. My turn. Alright, so I think I'm gonna do what I wanted to do. I'm gonna take this green one here. Yep. And I'm gonna do a travel action. So I'm gonna put my number 2 on the board. So that first movement is going to cost me 2 brown and a wagon. So here's my wagon. Here's my 2 brown. I need to do 2 times. Done. That's going to allow me to do this. So I get to put another marker out. But now, more importantly, that's going to give me 3 points. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my card, which allows me to actually move my guy I read in the book to the next town without having to pay it. So I'm going to discard this, move this guy to the next town. That'll allow me to put my last token. Boom, just like that I completed the travel action. So I'm going to get a coin for that. Boom. Done. That was beautiful. I'll do their actions, I'll come back. Whoops, I read that wrong. I just took it back. You actually have to perform the action, then you move it for free. So I did everyone's action. So blue got coins. Yellow just took a token because he forgoed the action. So I'm gonna actually do the action now. Take the green. Now I use the card, and now I just move him to the next town. Which now lets me put out my last token, and that gives me a coin. And now I'm done. So there's only 1 token left and it's blue's turn. So he's just gonna take this and he's gonna dump this guy into the bag for a brown. There you go. So now we're done. Now it's the mass. I think blue's definitely gonna pay 2. Get his 2 guys out. So he's got, I think, 4 guys in here or 3 guys in here. Oh my god. So he's gonna take these guys out for sure. You know what? Yellow's gonna pay as well, because by putting 1 out, oh, he's taking a chance. Actually, no, he's not gonna pay. It's okay. He's gonna leave it to luck. So let's see. I have to draw 2 more out of here. Let's see. We're gonna grab a yellow one. Ta! I do grab a yellow one. Yellow's so lucky. Oh my god. So I'm gonna put these all here. So now they can all pay to move their guys over. I think yellow's gonna pay 3 to move his number 3 twice. And I think blue's gonna pay just 1 to move one of his guys over. Right. So the tiebreaker is still whoever's farthest to the left. Well, it's whoever's the most, they're both tied, but whoever has the the furthest down, but they're tied, so I'm pretty sure they both share it. Or not, I'm not sure. Let me just give it to yellow, because he's got 2 on the farthest left. I'll read the rules later. There you go. Alright, I'll refill and I'll come back. Alright, so I did the rule book, and blue gets the 2 points as well, even though there's more yellow. So if somebody was in the last window, that would tie break all of them. Alright, so I'm first player now because I had the ring, but the ring goes back. So I think what I want to do is maybe get another guy in the red house here, because that's the only place technically where I can score more on the Chronicle board. I don't have anyone in the church, so maybe if I can get 2 guys this round and either do a church and council action, but they won't die because they're high numbers. Oh well. So let me do a I'll do a birthing action. So I'll take a pink. So I'm gonna grab another number 3. Actually, blue's gonna do the same thing. He has no more people, so he's gonna grab a orange, and he's gonna grab a number 3. And I guess yellow's gonna do the same thing because he doesn't have any anyway. Anyway, do that. You can get number 3 as well. So now I get the first shot at something. So I think I'm just gonna go get more beer, because yeah, why not? So let me go grab a token here. I think I'm gonna grab a lot of greens, because with greens, actually I don't have any browns. I'll take at least 1 brown, because if I send somebody to the church, I don't want to spend time. Actually, you know what? I don't mind spending time. Let me take green. That's fine. I'm gonna try to get a lot of green so I can move up there. I'll take a green. I'm gonna do an action here. I'm gonna spend 3 time. And that's gonna give me 2 beer. But unfortunately I crossed the bridge. Guess what happens? I have to kill off a guy. My last number 1 is my alcoholic here. He's gonna go into the anonymous grave. There you go. So blue, I'll just come back for my turn. Alright, they both did crafting actions, and I just realized something. I really need another birthing action. I only have 1, so if I want to send a guy there, and I'm going to need another, I need 2 more guys, because I need a guy there, and there. Oh, this is going to be rough. I did notice that this action came out, which lets me do a birthing action by playing the card. Oh boy. So what I'm gonna do is, I do need a pink. If I get a pink, I can get a well action. I can do a well action. So what I'm gonna do is, I don't know. Could get a horse as well to get ready for the horse coming up for 2 green. That's 6 points. It's pretty good. Man, what do I do? I could go up there and take anything I want, which could be a horse. A horse, of course. Which is what I think I'm gonna do. Does that make sense? No, I need people. That's a guarantee. I need to do that. Alright, so I'm gonna do this action here. Alright. So this is gonna cost me 2 time, and I'm actually gonna train this guy. I'll keep the brown. It's gonna cost me, well, I get to do that thing. So let me remove this card. I don't want people to get points. So what is this? For every candle card I have or something, you get 3 points. That's not bad. But more importantly, I'm gonna pay my 2 beer to get this card. And I'm just going to activate it right away. So it's going to give me 3 points and a birthing action. So I'm going to take another of my number 3s. And I'm going to discard this card, but it gave me 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Alright, there you go. So I'll come back for my turn. Alright, so blue actually paid for a birthing action because there's no more guys, and yellow went to get green. I'm going to go next. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay 2 green. Oh. No, give me a second here. I need more green or scrolls up here, or I'm gonna get screwed. I mean, I could go get a scroll with this action, and I can activate it again to get another action here. All right, so let me do that. I'm gonna get a pink. I'm gonna pay 2 greens to move him up. That's gonna cost me 2 time. Now I get to take any token that I want. So I have a couple of choices. I can get a horse to satisfy one of those, or I can get a scroll so that I can move a guy into here later. But he'll never climb up far enough for me to care. That's the problem. Oh no. I think I'll just get the horse. It's a safer bet. Right? I can satisfy that. That'll be 6 points. So I'll go that. Alright, so I'll just do everyone's turn. Blue's gonna go next. I think blue is going to Blue's gonna activate his guy here before he dies, just to give up his beer, because then he doesn't need to care about beer anymore. So he's gonna do this. Actually, there's so many tokens on the board, maybe that's a stupid mistake. He's actually gonna go get green first. He's gonna do this. You get 2 green. Then yellow's gonna go. Yellow's got 2 scrolls, but he doesn't have a guy. He does have to, yeah, but if he wastes his scrolls going up, then he won't be able to pay for that up there. He's gonna make another scroll. He's gonna do this. He's gonna take a brown one. No, he's gonna take a pink one. It's gonna cost him 2 time. He's gonna make a scroll. He crossed the line, so he has to kill somebody. So his number 1 is here. So it's gonna go in the chronicle in the brown. All right, so lay of the land. Back to me. So I got a horse. I mean, I could activate this again and get another token, maybe to satisfy something up there. I can get a scroll. Sure. Let's see, if I have to kill somebody, it's him, and he's gonna go in the anonymous grave, which is fine. Alright, so I'll do that. I'm gonna activate this. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna activate the market, because I don't want to waste my green cubes. I'm gonna take this, and I'm gonna sell my horse and 2 grain. There you go. For this token here, 6 points. Now everyone else gets to sell, so blue's gonna go next, and blue's gonna satisfy the next biggest one, which is this one. So it's gonna be a green and a time, and it'll be both of these things. I'm gonna go to yellow, who can satisfy the 2 scrolls. There'll also be a green and a time. There you go. So nobody has a wagon, so that's gonna stay. So everything shifts over. 1, 2, 3. Oh, double beer. Alright, so now it's blue's turn, because I activated the market. I think what blue's gonna do is they need grain. So they're gonna go here to get 2 more grain. And then they're gonna activate their card, so 3 points. And they can do any action they want. I think what they're gonna do is I think what he's gonna do, he really wants to get his guys out of the bag. So he's actually gonna do a crafting action. And he's gonna pay 2 wheat to get 2 coins. Boom, just like that. Done. Go to yellow. Yellow. He's got a choice between, well, he does have cubes. He can do a well action. think what he's going to do is going to do a crafting action here. And he wants to build a plow. So he's going to give up an orange and a pink for a plow. Done. Back up to me. Oh, we're coming close to the end. I can feel it. I can do this now that I have a guy. I'm going to finally get a guy in here. But then I want at least 3 grain to move him to the end. But I only have 2 grain, so I'm gonna have to do one action. Alright, so I'll take a green one. And I'll shove him into the bag. But that's gonna cost me a brown. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep my brown. I'm just gonna take the 3 times. Because if I don't kill off a guy, but if I lose a guy, it's going to be him, and he's going to go to the anonymous grave anyway, so who really cares? So I'll come back for my turn. Alright, we're getting close to the end of the game. So yellow actually went into the council, and blue blue went back into the church again, so he's going to have like 6 guys in here, which is going to be crazy. So my go, I think I'm going to do a crafting action. So I'm going to gain 2 time. 1, 2. And I'm going to make beer, so that's going to be another 3 time. I crossed the bridge, so I'm just gonna kill off. Oops, there you go. I crossed the bridge, so I gained 5 time in total. So I'll just kill him off. So he's gonna go into the anonymous grave as well. I mean, I have a choice of killing him off, but he's generating me 4 points or maybe 6 points if I move him over anyway. So that'll give me 2 beer. All right, back to blue. It's not much choices anymore. Blue needs grain so that he can move all his guys up. So he's going to do a grain action, but he doesn't have things here. So he's going to pay... actually, before he does that, he's going to take an orange so he can do 2 well actions next turn. Or try to do 2 well actions anyway. So he's actually going to block somebody else from placing more guys into the church by taking this and foregoing the action. There you go, that's done. Then it's going to be yellow. What does yellow want to do? Yellow is going to just forego the action as well. He just needs a green one to do a well action. Then it's going to be my turn. I'm going to take one of these to do a in action. So that's going to cost me 2 time for that. And it'll cost me another time for the card. And now I get to take a card. I think what I'm going to do is put this one on the bottom of the deck, flip it over, and that was the, I don't know what that means. You'll score a point for every guy. Let me just double check that. Let's get out the heart. This guy. Yeah, 1 additional point for each living family member. So every guy you have on the board. Not the best. So what I'm going to do is actually spend a coin for her, and then I'm going to activate it right away. So I'm going to spend a coin. That's going to give me 2 points. I'm going to activate it right away, which lets me go through a deck and take any card I want. Alright, so the card I want is the one that gives you extra points for orange, or pink, because I got, or green. Either one will give me the extra points. So I'm going to go through this deck here. So I can take the one with orange or the one with green. So they're all good. I guess I'll take the one with so I'll take the one with orange. There you go. Take this card, put it in my tableau. Done. That just gave me 6 points if I keep my 3 oranges till the end of the game, which I will for sure. So now it's blue's turn. So blue's going to give up 3 oranges to do an action. And he's going to do a grain action for sure. He needs more grain for the church thing that's going to happen. Yellow's going to go. He's going to give up 3 pinks. Let's see, what does he want to do? He's got 3 pinks. Yellow. He's full of grain. Does he do a birthing action and then another one to send a guy into the... Actually, Yeah, he's gonna give up 2 green to move his guy up. Yeah, because it's points. He's gonna give up his 2 green. He's gonna move his guy up. That'll give him 2 cubes of his choice. He's gonna take a green and a pink. I'll show you why later. I gave him those. Then it goes back up to me. So I can actually trigger the end game by taking that cube. But before I do that, I want to move that guy over. So what I'm going to do is, I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend 3 pink to do a well action. Right? And then I'm going to spend 2 green. So I activate the well action. I'm going to spend 2 green to move this guy over. So that's going to cost me 3 time. And this is going to go into the general supply. And now I can either do any of these actions. I'm going to do the last one, which is pay a coin for 3 points. Boom. There you go. So now it's going to be blue. What does blue want to do? Blue. Blue can end it now by taking that cube. Does he want to send more guys? He won't have a chance. He knows somebody else is going to end it. Is there any way for him to score points at the end of the game? He can kill off a red. No, he doesn't have red. He has 2 here. No, there's too much time. He won't be able to get around. Can't even do a market action. Alright, well, what he's gonna do? Oh, he's only got 1 beer. Okay, what he's gonna do? He's gonna pay 3 orange to do an in action. He's gonna give up his 1 beer. Actually, before that, he gets to flip over a card. I think he's gonna flip this one over. Boom. Oh, it's terrible. They're all terrible for him. With 1 wagon or 1 beer, he couldn't even get any of these. So he's not gonna get anything because he doesn't want to give up a coin because he needs it for the church action. This one costs 2 beer. So there you go. That was a waste. Then yellow's gonna go. Is there any way for him to generate anything that he needs? He would love to get more coins or more wheat. What he's gonna do, he's gonna spend his 3 pink. Yeah, he's gonna spend his 3 pink. Actually, no, wait. Yeah, he's gonna spend his 3 pink to do an extra action. Then he's gonna pick this action here. He's gonna pick 2. He's gonna spend 2 green. He's gonna shift this over, and for his item, he'll take. Doesn't really matter. He'll take a scroll, even though it makes no difference because on my turn, I'm gonna grab this, forgo the action, and that triggered the end game. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tally everyone else's score, and then I'll come back just to tally my score. Oops, actually that wouldn't have triggered the end game, but I mean, we are missing 1 person, so technically I would refill the whole board. Yellow would do his first action because he's first player, and then that would trigger the end game. So I'm not gonna refill the whole board just for yellow to do 1 action, because his next action you would have to have killed him or him, and that would go to the anonymous grave and end the game anyway. So maybe I'll give him 1 extra point. Here you go. I'll give him 1 extra point because he would have had 1 extra action. So let's do the mass. And then after the mass, we'll tally up everyone's score. So these are the tokens in the bag. So I'm gonna pay $1 for sure to take them out. Blue's gonna pay his $2 to take his 2 guys out. And I'm not gonna bother drawing out of the bag because there's only black tokens left. And now we all get to pay our wheat to move people over. I have 2 wheat extra, so I'll pay 1 to move my guy up 1. And now blue has 4. He's gonna pay 4 wheat. How many? What's the most he can do? He's gonna go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sure. He's gonna do it like that. And blue has the most guys in here, so he's gonna get 2 points. And there you go. Now I'll tally their score, and I'll come back to tally mine. Alright, well I think I smashed them. They only got up to here, so I'm gonna score. So we score up here first. I got all of them out, so that's 18 points. Oh wow, I think this is gonna score me 6. This is gonna score me 3. And then finally, I'm gonna score 1 extra point because of that. Then I score my end game objectives. So I did end up with 3 orange, that's 6 points. And then I did get to visit all 3 cities, that's an extra 6 points as well. Wow, I demolished them, I think. Oh, and I also forgot to calculate this 6 points there. Wow, okay. Add insult to injury, that's a little ridiculous. I must have played something bad with them. But anyway, there's the expansion. Here are my thoughts in the next few seconds. There you go, that's the Village Inn playthrough and rules and setup and everything. This expansion is amazing. I don't know, it continues a trend I've noticed in the last 15 years of playing board games. Every game that has, or Euro that has 2 expansions, the first one is phenomenal and the second one kind of is beyond mediocre. So Village Inn is phenomenal. And the ships, well, you'll see it in the next playthrough. It's average. It's one of those average expansions that I don't play with all the time. But the inn I play with every single time. It's amazing. I would definitely go out and buy it. It's a little hard to find right now because it's a little old. But anyway, there's the expansion. We'll see you in the next one.